So, hi, hello. This week we are doing anticipated books, and let's face it, I have a lot of things. I am doing like anticipated, like from my shelf, like which books am I really, have been like wanting to read, and I actually have a lot. So like one book that I have to start is After We Fell, and is that anticipated? No. But am I really curious about what is going to happen? Yes. So I have to say, I don't like these books, but I'm really curious to see how, like, what are we doing in an 800-page book? Like, who knows? So, another one that can kind of fit both this week and next week is When Gracie Met the Grump. This is the newest Mariana Zapata book that she just dropped on us. It's a superhero. And I'm so curious about how I'm going to like this book. Let's just put it out there. And then another one that I can't wait to continue on with is King of Fools. This is the second book in the Shadow Game series. So this one will keep me quite busy for a few days. 600 pages. So should take me like a little bit of time. If it's really good, I can get through this pretty quickly because the text is quite big. Another one that I really need to finish soon is A Reaper at the Gates. I have started it. I'm 14 pages into this book and I'm doing a spoiler vlog. I don't know how many spoiler vlogs I will be doing anymore just because I really love doing spoiler vlogs, but I'm just overall getting a little tired. But we'll just have to see. But this one, can't wait. Then another one that is really anticipated because I have read the 5th season, and that is the Obelisk Gate. This is his second book and in the Broken Earth series, and this is really anticipated. It's not too long, is it? We should not do the appendix in this. It's 400 pages, so I will say both this one and The Stone Sky is really like anticipated for me because I loved the 5th season and I just think that these are really difficult books to actually get into. But I have read 74 pages of this already, so, basically it says that I need to read 500 pages a day to finish my TBR. Will that happen? Probably not. Another one that I'm kind of hoping to actually finish within a week, which is just crazy to actually plan, is this one. This is like 150 pages to finish this within a week. I am 150 pages in now, so I just really need to get a move on with this. It's just so big, and I'm planning on reading Words of Radiance next month, which is just nuts. Like, seriously, it's nuts. But I mean, who plans a TBR like this for a week? Shouldn't be me, but apparently it is. So I'm going back to reading and seeing how far I can get through this while just watching some TV shows. That is like something that I do. So yeah, I'm just going back to reading. I have finished my 150 pages in this, so I have 400 pages left to read. Hello! It's Thursday, actually. So I have finished a book. I have been a little slow, and I am doing a 24-hour readathon this week. Hopefully, I'm gonna say hopefully. It really depends on how everything goes. So I hope I will be able to get through quite a lot of books there, because I have like not too much to do, so I will be able to, you know, just do that. The book I have finished is The Obelisk Gate, which is the second book in the 5th season series. I don't think that is the name of it, is it? The Broken Earth trilogy. So this is the second one. I gave it 4 stars. I really did enjoy it. A lot of people are a little disappointed. I don't think it was as good as the 5th season, but overall I really did like it. So yeah, and this one is for the POC, so we should be fine with this. And then yeah, for I think this one is King of Fools, so I really need to get to King of Fools this week, just so I am able to, you know, finish it. I also have Queen of Wolves on here, so I really want to get done with that series as well, which is just if I can. But I have started King of Fools, which is the second one, and I am also like very by the end of the day I will be 600 pages into The Way of Kings, which is really great as well. So I don't know if I want to say that I'm doing good or not, because I feel like as I'm watching this, I don't feel like this is going well at all. But I still have almost 2 weeks left of this. I have like 14 days, 13 days maybe left to finish this, and I will at least finish 2, maybe 3 books this week, because I hope to finish the Stone Sky, right? I hope to finish the Stone Sky this week as well. So then we have that one, and that is like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then finish The Way of Kings, and then finish King of Fools. And then I am also working on After We Fell, which I don't know how I feel about that one, but I really need to get a move on with that one as well. To be completely honest, I do hope that I will be able to finish that this week as well. That kind of would have been really well to finish, you know, like 4 or 5 books maybe. That would have been, that will be great if I will be able to do that. I don't know, but it would be great for the board to finish off things. So yeah, because we have the TikTok week left, and I just feel like it's really difficult to put every single book that I have on my TBR on TikTok. I do know a few things that I can use, like The Sun Is Also a Star is on a TikTok list. And then Cersei and Cinder. And then I also really need to get to When Gracie Met the Grump. So hopefully I can do that possibly next week. I kind of want to start with it, but yeah. So for my Spin the Bottle TBR, I got When Gracie Met the Grump. So I really need to get to that one. And then yeah, I have just been behind on my reading since Tuesday, so it's just a little stressful, but I just feel like I have a 24-hour readathon. I won't read for 24 hours, but I will have like quite a lot of hours to, you know, be reading. And so it will go from like 4 on Friday to like 4 on Saturday. So I will have like almost the entire day, which I just feel like that will itself be just simple. I will have like quite a lot of hours to just put my mind into reading. And then yeah, hopefully I will be able to finish something there. So yeah, So let's see how far I can get today. I need to get The Way of Kings till 600. I have 100 pages left in that. Just because 150 pages every day, I will finish this within the week, which is just really great because it's a really long book. I have Words of Radiance on my TBR next month. I think I will have to take that one a little slower just to understand what is going on in that book. But yeah, I don't really know how this month will go. I am really hoping it will go well, but yeah, who knows? To be completely honest, who knows? Okay, so it's Sunday. I'm going to end this vlog. So first, I will finish after we fell today. So I'm going to take this one off. So we don't have that many left. I had a 24-hour readathon yesterday and I finished 3 books. So that was really good. So let's talk about movies and TV shows that I have watched this week. So first we always start with movies, so we're just going to do that again. So I watched A Star Is Born, and this was really good. I really liked it, and really liked it. And sad, good, and yeah. Then I watched The Incredible Hulk, and you know, it's fine. It's not like my favorite Marvel, but overall I like it. Then I watched Los Bandoleros, and this is set between Fast and Furious and Fast 4. So yeah, it's just a short, like 20-minute one where Dom is during this time. So then I watched An Apology to Elephants, and I cried and cried because I love elephants and I just feel like it's so sad to see what people are doing to them. Then I watched Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, and you know, of course I loved it. Of course I really like it. You know, I really like it, and you know, I could do a whole video about why I am Team Peeta and not Team Gale, to be completely honest. But yeah, so I could do a whole video on that, to be completely honest, because I have a lot of thoughts about this, and I have my reasons, and yeah, let's just leave it at that. Then I have not watched this, but I will watch it today, and that is Suicide Squad. So this is, you know, the next in my DC comic universe, I almost said. So yeah, let's just talk TV shows. So there are a few TV shows I will finish up today. I haven't watched any one of those right now, but I will. But let's just start. So I watched White Collar. I really love it. I am on season 2, and yeah, it's really good, and I love Neil Caffrey. I love Mossy. I just really love the cast, and you kind of have that. You have different things happening, and you know, it's just really good. And yeah, and then I watched Heartland. I am finishing up season 7 pretty soon. So yeah, it's definitely fine. Sometimes I get a little annoyed at, I have to say, different people, just because sometimes I'm like, yeah, like you have Georgie, she basically always does things that she's told not to, and that is kind of annoying me because sometimes she's not only putting herself in danger but also the horse, and that annoys me because I'm like, why don't you just do as you are told? And then sometimes Amy bothers me a little just because and Lou, because I feel like sometimes they are just trying to be such know-it-alls, and it just bugs me at times. And sometimes Ty annoys me as well. Tim annoys me the most. I feel like he is always trying to do things, and I just get really annoyed. So, yeah. Then the Clone Wars. I have like 2 seasons left soon. I am almost done with season, is it 5 or 6? 5, I think. So 4 or 5. But yeah, overall, really enjoy this. Some episodes are definitely better than others, and I mean, that is just how it is when you basically have like you have an overall storyline that you are following, but you are following different people who are doing different things, and you, yeah, sometimes you have like a beginning and an end. Sometimes it's multiple episodes with the same like overarching plot, and some of those are really good, some of them I'm not as big of a fan of. Then I'm watching Attack on Titan. Season 3 is really interesting so far. So, yeah. Then I finished up Frontier and I liked it. A little like disappointing ending, but overall I can also understand the ending. Then I watched Gossip Girl. Still not a big fan. It's okay. Not a new favorite thing, but an okay show. Then I have finished season 3 of One Calls the Heart, and I'm just loving this show so much. And I have to say, is it the best TV show that is made? Definitely not, but I'm just really liking it because it's just something, you know, just a little calming, you know. I just feel like this is a really clean TV show because you know, you have not a lot of things is going on, you know, a lot of things is happening, but you know, the main character, like Elizabeth and Jack, they have been spending 3 seasons doing probably nothing. So it's just that, and then, you know, just, yeah, I don't know, but it's a really clean TV show, you know. If you want something that is a little calming, there is like nothing inappropriate, I will say, in this. So it's just something completely different, and I'm here for it, just to calm myself down. Then I am going to finish up Bridgerton season 2, and I'm really loving it so far. It's really good. Definitely. Then I have started Outlander. I just finished up The Fury Cross, so I am watching season 5 of Outlander. And so far I am really liking it. Then, like the 2 last shows, I would say, is Sherlock. These are like 1.5 hours every single episode. It's like a movie every single time. But I'm really liking Sherlock just because it's just really strange how you can make a character who are really smart. I mean, good at reading people, and he just, when he's like, oh, I know what happened, and you are just like, well, I have no clue how you know, because I don't know. And when he's like explaining it, you are just like, wow, I have no idea how you catch that. Then I have started watching C, and this is another TV show where Jason Momoa is in, and it's a really interesting concept. I have to say, it's really, really interesting, just because in this one, basically no one can see a thing, and it's really interesting, and yeah, have to say, really cool concept, and yeah, but you know, it's kind of violent, so yeah, but overall it's an interesting concept. But yeah, so I think the only book that I will finish today is going to be After We Fell. If you want to know my feelings, you should check out the vlog that will be up after I have like basically edited After We Collided, which I haven't done, but I have read. So I really need to get that one going. And when I have finished it, I will also, oh, I definitely should talk about it. I will most likely watch After We Fell and probably die inside and be bored out of my mind and be really annoyed. But if you want to hear my thoughts on that one as well, you should check out the vlog, the spoiler vlog that I will do for After We Fell. And I don't know when that will come out, because I have been really bad at editing lately. But yeah, that was it for me. I will start a new vlog possibly tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you liked this vlog, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!